The quiet kid. Yeah, I was that kid growing up. Everybody knows that one kid, and nobody really knows what's going on in their head because they don't talk. If you can imagine, it sucks being shy growing up. And for me, it sucked for all the wrong reasons. I'll get to that later in the video. But yeah, I was labeled quiet all throughout school, and in today's video, I will be sharing my struggles and stories I had being the quiet kid. And if you yourself are shy, then I hope that this video can relate to you, because I have an important message at the end of the video. If you aren't shy, then I guess enjoy my stupid struggles and stories. I'm sure you'll get a good laugh at it. But without further ado, let's... What the? Can't they hear me recording? Please subscribe, please subscribe, please subscribe. What the hell's wrong with people? Friends. I had none. Well, not none, just a few. And little JB didn't take it lightly. Nope, I would cry a lot at night, and I would just wonder why I had no friends. Even the few friends I had never really felt like real friends to me, because they were just people I met through other people. And I feel like I never single-handedly made them my friends. Like, maybe my brother knew them, or maybe one of my neighborhood friends knew them. So come school time, while everybody was socializing, I'd just be chilling there. Nobody to really talk to. For some reason, and I feel like other quiet people can relate to this, it feels like everybody is watching you. Obviously, nobody really was. Like, most people just didn't even know I even existed. But you look at everybody else chit-chatting and wonder why you are different. And come recess time, I was stranded. But I was actually fine. I was that kid that liked to play alone. I just knew how to entertain my weird mind. And I'm sure my classmates from a distance were looking at me and saying, what the hell is wrong with this kid? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, I still to this day like to do a lot of things on my own rather than with others, including talking to myself. But it's in my nature, I guess. Not having as many friends though really did hurt me on the inside. I wouldn't tell anybody though, except for my mom. She would literally listen to anything I would tell her. But I usually just keep all my thoughts to myself. Group projects and presentations. Yeah, they were both my worst nightmare. I like working solo, and I really don't like people judging my work. But growing up, I was pretty soft, and I'll get into that later, but I really did hate when people judged me. I was a people pleaser, and looking back, it just wasn't it. I would be in a group, not involved in their conversation whatsoever, and then boom, I'm just agreeing with whatever the group is saying. If you can relate to that, then just know that nobody actually gives a fuck if you disagree, and just have an opinion, have a voice. That's something I wish I always had growing up. Anyways, I was a kid that did a lot of work because I wasn't going to talk. That's the message my classmates would get from me. I do all the work, and you do all the talking. And we would all get A's. Yay! Happy ending. Now, speeches. Oh man, where do I even begin? Being introverted and talking in front of 30 plus people is terrifying. And the fear really didn't go away until my freshman year of college, because I realized who really gave a fuck. People will roll out the wildest presentations, and I'd be thinking, how could mine be worse? Like, I remember this one kid came up there and basically was just talking about the moon landing being fake, and he got clowned for it. So I was like, okay, mine can't be that bad. And then as I'd get up there with the presentation memorized and everything, and then well, bam. It's like I never memorized it in the first place. It's about how World War II affected the United States. I can't do this. I folded like a piece of paper, but I would still just wing it and try my best. And even at the end, everybody would still clap, but you and all your classmates know that you had no idea what you were talking about. Yeah, safe to say I do not miss group presentations or projects in school. Bullying. Honestly, I never really had a bad bullying experience. And maybe it was because everybody was talking behind my back. Probably. Or just the fact that most people don't even know I exist. Because let's be honest, you're the quiet kid. Nobody's gonna pay attention to you. But I do understand that some of you out there do experience bullying, so I had to make it a category. I mean, I had a few instances of bullying, like when the Jordan Belfort song was pretty popular, it sounds very, very similar to my full name, and people would sing that song, but put my name in instead of the Jordan Belfort, and it would just get under my skin. And if I'm being honest, it still does get under my skin because I never understood why I got so mad at it when I was younger. I think I got mad because I thought growing up they were making fun of me. But that's the unfortunate truth. Shy kids, including me, become their worst bully. They talk down to themselves or make a situation seem way worse than it is. Just reflecting on that stage of life makes me mad. If you don't know me, I was also the short and the fat kid growing up. So you can imagine I was pretty much a punching bag for everybody, including myself. I can imagine that some of you may have felt the same way as I did though. You know, the idea that everybody is out there to get you. The crazy truth is what other people say doesn't really matter, but it alters what you think of yourself. If people call you fat, of course you think you're fat. If people say you smell, of course you think you smell. Fair. Like, I realized I was chubby because my grandma said that my baby fat was coming back. So, thanks grandma. But yeah, you need to stop overthinking and just live. That would be the one piece of advice I would give to myself if I could go back. Love life. Non-existent. Yep, I didn't have any regrets growing up. I'm gonna exclude talking about elementary and middle school because if you had a relationship there, I don't know what to tell you. I know some kids that did in middle school and literally like everybody would put them on a pedestal, but in my head I'm like, we're just too young for this. Like that's literally what I was thinking. Anyways, long story short, I didn't have a love life growing up. Like imagine if girls are gossiping over guys and somehow I come in the conversation. The other girl's like, wait, he doesn't even talk. And then they both laugh it off. Those were really rough times for me. But when I started to lose weight, I actually started to get some sort of attention. And again, being shy meant I was passive. So I never really made the first move. If I did somehow manage to get a girl's number, I swear my social skills were so bad that it wouldn't even last a day. No talk means no riz. I had so many crushes over the years, and I wonder what would have happened if I actually tried. Like the worst thing that they can say is no, right? But the fear of rejection overshadowed everything. And lastly, the best time of the day, lonely time. And it's arguably still my favorite time to this day. Because whenever there are eyes around me, I tend to act differently. I thrived in the quiet though. It was my safe space and comfort. And growing up, I used to have neighborhood friends who would hang outside 24/7. I'd say 50% of the time I didn't hang out with them, the other 50% of the time I would. When I didn't, I would never hear the end of it. And I would be called names like fat and lazy. But, oh well. I also wouldn't play because I was a gamer. I used to love Nintendo games. I had the Nintendo Wii U and I got the Nintendo Switch. I literally 100% in Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild. That was my shit right there. Yeah, that was the life. The funny thing is, kids who play those consoles were considered weird though. Like whenever I would be in a conversation about video games and I bring up Nintendo games, I would just get laughed at. Which that led me to getting peer pressured into buying my first ever Xbox. Which I actually don't regret. It's a great console. I played Call of Duty, Fortnite, Minecraft. The best game of all time. And I also became friends with people that I'm still friends with today. All from Xbox. I was also that kid that was obsessed with Legos. They were all over my room. Even in the back, there's still some Legos. I have a future dream of building a Lego city in my basement. Yeah, don't judge me, but yes, I really want to do that. Growing up, there was an endless supply of weird hobbies I would have. But I really do enjoy my time being alone. And I think it's cool. I said it, I think being alone is cool. And to be honest, writing this script has made me a lot more comfortable with the person I am. I had a rough past, but it's only up from here. My suggestion to you, if you are going through the same, is to start writing all your thoughts down. I know when I did back in 2020, everything I thought was really, really bad wasn't so bad. Writing your thoughts down makes you look at them from another perspective and realize how much you are overthinking. Like, I realize I don't regret being the shy kid because there's a lot to learn from it. Like how to differentiate from others. You are able to live for yourself a lot more easier rather than living for others. I tried so damn hard to fit in, and I don't know why. I cried many nights wondering why I was so afraid of making friends. But I came to the realization that that's just who I am. So if you were doubting who you are as a person, let me ask you, are you doubting yourself because of others? If so, then you can change your mindset. Prioritize yourself over others. That is my message to you guys. I know when I started doing that, my life got a whole lot better. And maybe you aren't just shy, but you're short too. We'll go ahead and click on this video next that talks about how I got rid of my height insecurity.